after we get the top section of the passenger window, a lot of people have trouble getting the shell command, and then how to put in the bottom part. So let's work at doing that real quick. So the first thing we're going to do is a shell command. You need to rotate it up so you can see the bottom of the part, and then shell is located here. So you're going to click on shell. You'll think for a second or 12, and then you're going to pick on the face that you want to remove. And so when you do that, it's going to hollow it out, and you can kind of see the lines that it's putting there. So we'll have to go back to our drawing and see what's the thickness that this needs to be. Looks like it is 70 thousandths. So we'll go in here and put 0.07, hit OK, and then now we have this shelled out and hollow like the part actually is. So the next thing we need to do is put in the section that extends down and gets inserted into the wood. So the first thing we need to do is make a plane, and we're going to offset from a plane, and then we're going to offset this. Now, how far do we need to go? Let's look at our drawing, our technical drawing. You have to bounce back and forth as you do this. All right, so if we look here, from the point we just selected out to where we want it to be is 670 thousandths. So we'll put 0.67, and then there we have a work plane. Now why do we do this? Because it will allow us to use one extrusion to extrude from here, and then we can go all the way up till it hits the next thing, and then it won't we won't have to worry about extrusion hanging out the top or anything like that, or not forming correctly. So let's go back to our part. Let's click on our work plane. Let's draw a sketch. All right, so here's our sketch. We know we need a roughly rectangular shape, so I'm just going to lay that in with my polygon is here. There's where the rectangle lives. So we'll lay this in. Oops, I accidentally clicked that line. We don't want to do that. We don't want any constraints already on it. And then we're going to go back and we're going to lay in our dimensions. So if we look at this, it has been dimensioned in a datum style. So we're going to go up 290 thousandths to the bottom. So 290 thousandths, that's to the center. This is to the opposite side, so that's 2 inches, 260 thousandths. Two inches, 260. Now that's looking really big. Oh, because what did I dimension to? I did chain dimensioning, but we're doing datum. So let's delete that because that is not to the proper place. And then now 2 inches, 260 is from there. 2 inches, 260, and that looks right. All right, so as you do this, don't be afraid to go, you know what, that looks completely wrong. So now we need 680 thousandths and 202 inches, 220. So put our dimension in, and remember they're both from is that 680? It is 680.68. Helps if you type in the box. There we go. And then from dimension from here to here, and then that was 2 inches, 22, if I remember correctly, 2 inches, 220 thousandths. And then that's now all locked in place. Now if you want to keep this as simple as possible, do not put these tabs in yet. Don't put the tabs in yet. All right, well, let's do that last. But if you want to go ahead and do an offset, you can offset this 50 thousandths, and let's do the inside of this piece. All right, we also need the radiuses, so I left those out in 4 places, radius of 150 thousandths. All right, so in 4 places, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go ahead and put those in. Find the radius tool, and that's called fillet. It is not fillet, contrary to popular belief. It's fillet. All right, and that number was 1.15. So that's 0.15. We're going to click on that, and we'll just go around. If we select all 4, then they're all tacked together. All right. So then once we do that, now we can go ahead and offset that 50 thousandths. And so the offset command is here. So we can offset, and if we click that, all right, we can drag that to what we want, but we want 0.05, and then that's going to set that. And now we can extrude that up. So let's finish the sketch, and you can see how this looks. We can hit extrude. All right, and we'll zoom in. Now it's a little confused because we don't have an inside and an outside. We have 2 insides basically, so we want to tell it we want it to do there. It's going the wrong way, so we can switch the direction. So we're doing direction 1, we'll go to direction 2. It's going through, all right, and we don't want that. We want it to go ahead and we want to go ahead and extrude up to a certain spot. And for some reason, I'm not getting, there we go. Okay, so we're going in. I'm not getting the full box, but we can still adjust. So go there, change the direction, so we're up to there, and then now we can change this here. Normally you get a box and it's a whole lot easier. I don't know why it's not showing up, and then we're in the middle of the video, so I'm not going to redo the entire thing just because of that. But you can select down here, and you can say to next face or body. So it's going to go upwards until it hits the next thing, and that's what we want because that's the way it really looks. And so when you do that, now your part is runs up, but it doesn't come out the top. We can go ahead. I don't like seeing the work plane, so I can right-click the work plane, click off visibility. Okay, so now you can go back in, you can select this face, you can add your little tabs to it. All right, I'm not going to do that in this video. You guys can do that on your own. The last bit is assign the material. So if you go, let me move let's move this down so you can see it. There we go. If you come up here to material, you can click your material, and then you can do a search for wood. And then I think maple is probably what that is made out of. Maybe it's birch. All right, you can look and see how it looks and see which one. Oh wait, this is actually plastic, isn't it? So plastic. And you can pick a plastic that you want. All right, find the one that's looks maybe this polycarbonate smoke. All right. One that looks good. And what you're going to have to do once you do that, let's open this up so you can see it. Once you click the polycarbonate, you'll see this little up arrow. Click the up arrow, and that's going to apply it to the model. And then when it's all said and done, now you have that defined in your model, in your document. And then you can kind of see that now it's not green like it's supposed to be. The polycarbonate here is but you can change that. But that's how you apply the model. So hopefully that helps you guys.